How is everybody? We're on Monday. I can't believe the weekend has gone so fast. People were buying so fast on Hochanda that Linda and I had to go in and do a bit more cutting on the weekend. So both of us have got, you know, like tennis elbow now. Like I say, it's Monday. I know you were probably expecting Sarah, but she's still working over there. So I'm on today. We're going to do flowers. Okay, it's hand sewing. I know that's going to make half of you just disappear, you know, leave me running and you'll go make a cup of tea or something, but it's hand sewing. But before we get to that, we're going to do the raffle. Okay, now some of you might not have known there was a raffle going on over the weekend because it took you approximately 6 hours from when it went up live to when it got done. Okay, it was lucky numbers, so you all had a go. I recognised some of these names and there's also some new ones, which is quite good. So without any further ado, I would like a drum roll, please, Alex. There we go, drum roll. We are opening it up and the lucky number is number 25, which is Edna Gatting. Well done. Excellent. There we are. That should make you very happy. We will pull the prize. You could see what it was on the internet. Sarah carries these things around in her hair. I don't, but I know there's wadding and 3 meters of fabric. So if you go on and choose your fabric, okay, and then give us a ring, and we'll sort that for you and get that in the post, won't we, Alex? Yeah. Right, okay, so flowers. Now there are hundreds of ways to do flowers, hundreds. I just chose 3, okay, because they're all quite easy. So I got one with, is that close enough? One with rounded petals, one with pointy petals, and one with like a multiple petal, and then I put lace round the outside. Okay, so you could put these in cards, or you could put it as a hair thing. I've put hair grip on this one. I was going to wear a different top today, but we're so that it matched the fabrics that I'm using, but we because we're doing so many orders, I just didn't. It's a new top, and I didn't want to skag it or anything. It's before I get started on that, it's International Women's Day today. It's about women supporting women. So you all deserve flowers, all of you. We couldn't do all of this without you. So we would just like to tell you how much we appreciate you. Okay, it's just wonderful that you come back day after day to listen to us babble on our own. So these flowers, virtual flowers, are for each and every one of you, and if I could send you all a card with flowers on, that's what I would do. So thank you. Right, who am I talking to? Am I talking to anybody?
Yep. We got hellos from Marion.
Hi.
Grace, Margaret, Sheila, Kate, Heather, Wendy.
Hello, hello. So we are going to do, I made all these out of, when Sarah was on Hochanda, there was a twist and stitch. Did you see the twist and stitch ruler? Well, the little cushion, I used the Arboretum charm pack to make that. Okay, I love it. I think it's amazing colours. I know it's an autumny colour. I used all the purple ones. There was purple in there as well, and I can't rave about this enough. I've loved it. Just purely love the colours, the richness of it, the gold. So I had some of these left over, but I also had 2.5 by 2.5 mini charms, which have like little cuts in them where I cut with the ruler, but this was the bit that was left in between. So that's what I've been using on these. But we're going to use these, okay, bigger ones, so that you can see better. All right, so I'm just choosing 5 colours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm beginning to think I should have picked up, another set of colours. We might have to have a hunt round Sarah's stash. So I'm going to do 5, so we're going to do the rounded one. Okay, now I have got my trusty circle. I've picked out the one that fits the charm pack out of, do you remember I brought you I had 11 circles. I've just picked up the 5-inch because I know that's going to fit the charm pack. Okay, so it's big enough that I could go around the outside, but you don't want huge flowers, so I'm just going to go around the inside because it's actually easier to draw. So I should really have picked up the next size, maybe. So there we are, I've just put that in. I'm going to use pinking shears only because if you wear it and wear it and wear it, you don't want to, most of them you're not even going to see this bit. Okay, right, I'm going to show you each of the ways to do this. All right, in fact I might put some more. Okay, so I've got my circles. All right, so to get the rounded end, you know, the rounded petal, this one, okay, all I'm going to do, I mean, these are so simple, really so simple. So while I'm sewing, is there anybody there that's full of wisdom for me?
Not
Not so far.
I don't know about questions, but flip the camera so you get a nice view of the ceiling. There's a lot of thank yous and nice messages for Women's Day.
Yeah, it's you know, we should all support each other. I think it's a necessary thing. Far too often we put people down. We should just embolden people. Right, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going round this one. I'm going around the circular bit. So you just want to run in stitch because you're going to pull it tight. Okay, so I'm just going in and out and pulling it. Okay, and like this. So we've got the sun shining today. It's been beautiful. Josh has just taken the dogs out so they're out of the way, and it's going to be a lovely walk over there because of course we haven't had any rain for a few days, so it'll be nice and dry, and it'll be a beautiful walk. Right, so all I've done is I've put a running stitch all along here, okay, around the circular bit. I folded it in half, okay, and just put a running stitch. So then you pull it so that it's tight like that. Okay, now what I did was I went back in, you pull it tight, and then because it has a habit of letting go, I went back in and just stuck my needle all the way through. Now at home I use a beading tool to pull needles through all my teeth. So can you see you've got the nice little rounded. So you would carry on and do 5 of these. All right, so we're gonna keep going. I should have done a load for you, really. But I'm not sure, do you really need to know how to do them all? What I'll do is show you that one there. All right, now for the pointed one, which is this one, okay, you fold it again into quarters. Now these would look great on a headband or on your on a headband or in a card. You could just make them for your mother for Mother's Day, which is Sunday coming. Can't believe it's so quick. Sunday coming. This is going so fast. Right, we'll put a knot in that one, so I'm going to keep it like that. So you would just do this. Now I put 6, but you could just put 5. You could do a small one and a big one, and then layer them up. So let me put a knot in this end. Anybody talking to me?
There's some hellos from people just tuning in.
Oh, we're hand sewing. So I suppose you could use a really big stitch on your machine. If you used a big stitch and just chain piece them, you could then gently pull them all together. It's a bit like curtains, isn't it? See, so you've got a pointed one there, okay? So the rounded one, you just fold it in half, and then the pointed one, you fold it into into quarters, and it gives it, I mean, it's then on both sides, okay? So do you need me to show you that again, or should we go on to onto the other one? See, this is a really quick, oh, the other one's in my hair. It's a really quick method, and you just keep doing them. I suppose you could do one pointed, one rounded. You would just keep going, okay? The other way of doing it is you keep them like this and you sew along the straight edge. So here we go. It was interesting, there were so many different flowers that you could do on the Pinterest. A lot of them involved glue. If you used felt flowers, there's so much you can do with a felt flower. Where are we? So this one, we'll do this one to complete so that you can see how it goes. Now I would start this one in maybe 1/4 of an inch or so. How long are we going to be? Make it 1/2 inch. Start 1/2 inch, and you're just going to do your running stitch, okay, until you get to about 1/2 inch from the end. All right, and then you're going to slot your next one inside like that, okay? So you're going to slot it inside like that and keep going. Oh, pick it all up, make sure it's going in, and you just keep sewing. So just a running stitch, you don't want it too big. You want to try and make it as even as possible so that when it all folds up, it's even, more even than I'm doing. Okay, and then you're just going to slot this one in there. With the other flowers, you just keep sewing them so that they fit together side by side. This one, which is that flower there, they're all much of a muchness. I mean, like I was saying, with felt, you could get a lot more frondy bits in there, unless you like a shabby chic, and then you could just layer up the different what they're called, circles. Okay, so what have you been doing this weekend? Did you all watch Sarah on her Chanda? Did you manage to get hold of any of the stuff that she was selling? Because we're pretty much sold out of everything. Those project wallets are really good, aren't they? They went really fast. So we're going along here. Hang on. There we go. You could double up your cotton if you wanted to on this. Is anybody mentioning Tochanda? No.
Not her Chanda, but Diane says, nice to make quite a few and do felt stems. Made a small dolly bag as a part, put them in a box frame.
Oh yes, yes. IKEA do a nice range in frames. Right, when I get to the end of this one, we bought some of those frames. The idea was to put our parents and things that they made, you know, like for my mother-in-law, stuff that she made into this frame, because there was a few bits of small pieces. She was very crafty. She did a lot of, she was a dressmaker, and she did all knitting and crochet and stuff like that. She'd have loved the shop. Right, so I've now sewn that into a circle, and what you do is you pull it and make it all gather, you know, like we did on the other ones, but you're doing the whole lot now. So it's a bit like when you gather curtains. Am I in the right place, Al? Do I keep moving?
Yep, yes, you're good there.
Okay, so I'm just going to gather these. This would be quite good for the fairy. Oh, somebody's not well.
Yeah.
It's a horrible noise, isn't it? Rainbow ambulance.
Suzanne said, I got 2 cosmetic bag kits.
Ooh, nice.
Diane says, I missed out on the project wallets.
We're getting more, we've got vinyl in the shop, and we are looking to get more of the zips in. So we'll let you know. As soon as we know anything, we'll let you know. Okay? So now you've pulled it all in. It went a lot tighter with the little ones, and I don't want to pull it too hard and snap my thread, which is why I think doubled would probably work well. If you keep going round a little bit, I find it really difficult with these needles. Okay, so if you keep going round and keep pulling, eventually you get a nice little rosette. Oh, with a bit of my DNA on it. There we go. So you can see you've got the thing. Go on.
Heather said, watched all 3 of Sarah's programs.
All 3? There was 5.
Oh.
You missed 2.
Completely overdosed on quilting. Loved every minute.
Good. That's brilliant. See, now you could put one of the small ones in the middle. Okay. It just... I think I prefer these ones. Or doing them smaller. I think making them too big is not conducive. And then a nice little button in the middle. A bit of lace. We could put a bit of lace on there. Let's have a look at this now. Oh. So you're gonna just keep sewing and anchoring it. That's what you want to do, is just anchor it all. And cover with a button. I would probably have used a bigger button if I had realised it wasn't going to go all the way through. I thought I'll do it bigger so that they can see. So this.
Heather said, I managed to get one of the rainbow ones, which was my favourite.
Yeah, it's my favourite too. I'm hoping that the one that was made might come my way. You can always hope for these things, can't you? So, I was given the, you know, the rainbow Seminole pouch that Sarah did the last time she was on. I got that one. It made me very happy. Okay. Because it's not something that I think I was ever going to do. I also had the end of the end of the bolt as well of the rainbow fabric. So I need to come up with a really good project to use it to its fullest. Okay, so I would just keep going through the button and keep that going. See? There's a nice pretty little flower. You could then layer up your flowers to go on a headband, or in, you know, you might want to use nice spring colours. So this one here, I've got a bit of like antique lace. Now, lace is very holy. That's the whole point of it, I'm guessing. I would just fold it over like that, and again, just go through with your needle and do a running stitch like that. Right, anchor it off. Just do a big running stitch through. I mean, try it with all sorts of things. Denim would be a good one to use, because the denim would fray well. I quite like the way that denim frays. Okay, so we're just picking all this up.
Nikki says, watched her gender, really enjoyed the programs, and I learned how to use my twist and stitch ruler.
Yeah, I always say it, twitch and assist.
Made a couple project wallets from the June Taylor pack I won in an auction a few weeks ago.
Ah, cool. Yeah, those if you buy one of those quilts and you don't know what to do, the project wallet is a really good idea. So I've done exactly what I did with the thing, and because it's a scalloped lace, you get another flower look. So I would then put this one in the middle. Oh, I like that. And then sew them all together. So, oops. Now you can see I've got like a bunched up bit and a flat bit. The choice is actually, you know, you can choose which way round you want to do it. I think I'd use the bunched up the bottom, because you can get a what's it called, a hair grip. you can sew that easier, I think. So you're just gonna, you see, hand sewing, it's not hand sewing, it's, you know, it's just tying it all together really. A bit of hot glue would probably do just the same job. There you go. So you would just keep sewing it on like that, and then put your hair grip on, or a brooch back. I'm not sure whether we've got some of those in the shop. We did have. So that's it. Those are the three. I mean, you know, I'll keep looking and maybe come back and show you more at a later date when we're running out of things to do again. I quite like them. I like the I love this fabric though. I mean, it's just beautiful. So I hope that you will at least give one a go. So what was I saying? To get the pointed one, let's just draw around this, and I'll show you again. Okay. So any other news there, Al?
Whoever's on the White Gecko Craft Lounge account says who won the raffle.
Edna Gatting. Edna Gatting won the raffle, and I got the name right this time. The lady who won last time, I wrote down the wrong name. So yeah, I wrote the person that she'd picked. I put their surname down instead. Right, to get the rounded edge, just to recap, to get the rounded edge, you're going to sew around, you're going to fold it in half and sew around the curve, okay? To get the pointy petal, you're going to fold it in quarters and sew around the cut edge, okay, around the rounded edge, around the rounded edge. For the this flower, which gives you multiple petals, okay, you want to fold it in half and then use them like tacos. You know, the taco crisp things that you put chili in, goes in, and you keep sewing each of them together, and then with all of them you're going to pull it tight, okay, so that your middle disappears. That would be nice, wouldn't it, for your middle to disappear. That's about all I can tell you about those. They're not very exciting. Pretty but not exciting. On Thursday, Sarah's back tomorrow and Wednesday, so she's got block of the week on Wednesday. Can't remember what she was doing tomorrow. And I'm back on Thursday. It says basket of chicks, but I changed that a little bit. It's going to still be a chick, but there's a little bit of a difference. So I'll show you, because again, a chick was really easy. So we'll show you how to do that, but I'll show you how to turn it into an egg cozy as well, which I thought was quite cool. I was really happy with it. So I'll see you Thursday. Take care. Bye bye.